No, that was the option we didn't take. That's a big spoiler, but there you go. Cillian Murphy will make an appearance in 28 Days Later as Jim. Eventually, he will. Or good things come to those that wait, and Cillian is a very, very good thing. So yes, he will. Not in the first film. He's executive producer in the first film, but in the second film he appears, and in the third film he's got a very, very big part. That's a big spoiler, but there you go. The opening scene will be a flashback from 28 Days Later. It's interesting. It's a scene featuring the Teletubbies. So it features the Teletubbies. So it's quite it's quite a nostalgic film for many ways. But it's not literally. It's not a flashback from 28 Days Later. There's one piece of music from 28 Days Later which is used once, right at the end of 28 Years Later, a new film. It's used right at the end. Very good though. The Godspeed You Black Emperor track, East Hastings. 28 Years Later will be very emotional. You were just saying it was very emotional, and it is very emotional actually, surprisingly. But then the first film, 28 Days Later, has that emotion in it. You know when Brendan Gleeson pushes his daughter away to protect her, and he says, "Get away, get away!" Because he knows he will infect her. Yeah, there is a very emotional scene in it towards the end. And some scares as well, obviously. Ray Fiennes' character, Dr. Kelson, is connected to the original Outbreak only in the sense that he is a doctor and that he presumably tried to help people at the beginning, and now he does something else, which you'll find out if you see the film. Jamie, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, is related to Jim, Cillian Murphy. Not sure about that. Yeah. We haven't written the third film yet. He might be. I don't think so. I hope he will appear in the third film, and you'll get to see both those characters in the third film. The rest of the world is safe. The United Kingdom is the only one quarantined. Correct. The authorities, the UN, the EU, have isolated the UK and patrol it with boats so that nobody can leave, so the infection cannot spread. At the end of 28 weeks later, it was shown coming to Paris, but it's been pushed back. Somehow they've pushed it back and now they're waiting for it to burn out on the island of England, of Britain, of United Kingdom. But the virus has changed. It has evolved in order for it to survive. People want to survive, but the virus also wants to survive. And we know that from COVID. The virus will change, you know. Jimmy lives among the infected because he's immune to the virus. Interesting theory. Don't think so. But people have become, and this happened after COVID, when COVID originally started, we were everybody was very careful, super cautious. And then your behavior changes. You become a bit more, not blasé, but a bit less cautious. You take slightly more risks. And after 28 years, people are taking more risks. Jimmy is not immune, no.
He could be maybe a carrier, like in 28 weeks later. He has it, but we don't see it on him.
It's a theory. That's all I can say. Isla is the daughter of an infected individual. No, but she still has, and you see it in the first scene, she is capable of rage, like we all are. Even though we're not infected, it is still in us. The infected are nothing else but rage, whereas we are made up of many, many complex things, one of which is rage. So that was always the idea. That's why the infected are real. They're real and they're alive. They're just a much more extreme concentration of something that we all exhibit at different times. So you see this moment of rage in Isla, but no, she's not the daughter of an infected. Paris is under the rage virus. No, Paris is free to carry on and win the Champions League with PSG. They can carry on like that. Spike, Alfie Williams, is the key to finding a cure. Interesting idea. Can't comment on that. There will be multiple variants of the rage virus, yes. And you see at least 3 in this new movie. One of which are called the slow lows, who live with low energy and much more passive on the ground. They're still dangerous, but they live on the ground. The second are the infected themselves, who have learnt to hunt in order to survive, and they have to feed, so they've learnt to hunt. And the third are the alphas, who lead them. and they are much bigger, as though it's had like an effect like steroids on them. The infected are being weaponized by the military government. No, that was the option we didn't take. We decided not to weaponize the virus because that was a sequel idea that we thought would be expected, and we wanted to do something unexpected with our new movie. So I hope people can go and see it and be surprised.